Yeah, what is up, PPL fans? Shoutout here, coach of the Bayern Munich, and welcome to PPL Season 3, Week 2 team analysis. We start off with a very strong win against Jack. 1-0 was a very, very good game. If you somehow have not checked it out yet, I encourage you to check it out. And speaking of that, the support net has been amazing. I think we got over 50. Yeah, we definitely got over 50 likes. Not sure, but exactly, I think like 52 or something, which is crazy. I've never gotten that many likes on a video before. 160 views, I think. It's been a couple hours since I checked, but Jesus, thank you all a lot. Means a lot to me. Also gained a bunch of subscribers since then, almost 330 now. So yeah, thank you all for that. I appreciate that a lot. Like, it's pretty fucking crazy. So, but this week we're up against RTK and his Portland Timburrs. Now, if you haven't been around on the channel for Season 2, RTK came second last season. He beat us in a very, very close game, which I also encourage you to check out if you haven't seen it. It was a very, very good game. I think it was 1-0, 2-0 in his favor, which basically came down to him having 2 Scuffers and not missing a Draco. It was pretty good. And also he won a speed at some point, which was very annoying. He still has a lot of members that he had last season. As you can see, his draft consists of Mewnich, Shaman, Rodham, Heat, Donphan, Gudra, Gardevoir, Mandava, Scyther, and Bishop. And these are some notes. I think Ethan made a couple of them. Yeah, Ethan made a couple, and then I made other ones. Like, this is mine. This is for me, and everything else is from Ethan, I think. I didn't make as many notes about this, about my team this week, because it was pretty straightforward what I would bring, at least for a couple of months, especially win condition wise. So, RTK's team was heavily criticized. He was the bottom in power rankings, post-draft power rankings, that is. You know, that seems, a bit weird. He also lost to Sam week 1, which all might lead you to believe that this is an easy win. It is not, because RTK came second last season. There was no reason he came second. It wasn't just pure luck. He played a very strong season. He's a very strong battler. So yeah, we gotta prep properly. However, I still believe that I have a very, very strong matchup this week, which scares me because good matchups might lead you to overlook things. And the more I look at my team, and the more I look at his team, the more I see things that could definitely be threatening to my team. But I gotta deal with it, I have to see how I can work around this. And yeah, you also can see his team, his stats and stuff. His fastest thing is Scyther at base 105, and then he has Shaman 100, and then everything is below 100, and he's fairly slow. He has a fairly slow team, a fairly bulky team with a lack of strong wall breakers. The only real one he has is Bishop. Chairman and Gardevoir can of course fill that role of a strong wall breaker to some extent. Especially Gardevoir, I love Specs Gardevoir, it's amazing. Used it in the SCL if you haven't seen that. I did that and it did work. So that's nice. However, I'm going to move on over here to the type weakness chart of his team. And as you see, he only has 1 normal resistance in Bishop. Now, you can't see the mons right now, but that's too much effort to put that. The dimensions are going to be all weird, so I'm just going to keep it at that. Only 1 normal resistance to Bishop, which of course gets fucked by any fighting move. Literally any fighting move from Megalopony, so that's great. He also only has 2 fighting resistance, both of which are 4 times. However, both of them are... Well, Gardevoir is very, very fair on the physical side. It's going to die to a return. And Scyther is also going to die to a return after Rock's guaranteed. And it's just not going to take it well unless it's a bulky set. It's not going to take the return well whatsoever. So it's not switching to Megalopony. So Megalopony is huge win con. I could also bring like a Calm Mind or Matisse because he only has 1 fair resistance and a Rodham Heat. It would definitely work decently well against his team. However, he has Bishop to just come in and destroy my life. And I don't want to deal with Bishop because by far the biggest threat to my team. I can't really build a good team against Bishop. I'm always going to be somewhat weak to it, which is unfortunate. And yeah. Also, you could have Haze on Melodic and Trick Rodham Heat, Trick Gardevoir, all those things that would make Matisse struggle a little bit. So, those are a couple things there. He also has a good amount of rocks weaknesses, 1 4 times and 2 regular old weaknesses. So, with that all being said, as I said, he has a very icy weak team, as you see. That's the main thing. Melodic resists, Rodham Heat resists, and Bishop resists. And my ice type is Vanillux. It gets freeze dry. So Melodic is not a switch in. And Bishop actually gets 2-hit KO'd by a modest choice Specs Ice Beam, which is ridiculous if it's just a standard old Bishop. That's not particularly bulky, not the Assault-less set or anything of that sort. And for Rodham Heat, I get Water Pulse, which 2-hit KOs him unless he's special defensive. If he's special defensive and rocks are up, he still gets 2-hit KO. I have like a 2% chance if he's fully split after 2-hit KO. It's something. So yeah, we're gonna hop on over to Team Builder. I'm gonna have to change these record this recording again. Perfect. So, as you can see, the first one we're bringing is the debut of Vanillux. Ben and Jerry the Vanillux. It's not a great nickname, but it's like the best I could come up with. It's kind of cool because ice cream and Ben and Jerry and the two hats. You get it? It's great. Choice specs, weak armor. I might still change this to Ice Body, not because Ice Body does anything for me, but just because I might not want to get my defenses lowered. I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked into that too much, but yeah. And we're rocking Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Water Pulse, and Flash Cannon. This thing destroys our DK's team completely. Rocking Modest, my special attack, and 188 speed, which allows me to outspeed Bishop if he's adamant. If he's Jolly, and I'm not going to outspeed, but Jolly Bishop is a little bit easier to deal with because it doesn't hit as hard, obviously. So, yeah, this thing actually annihilates the team. If we're going to look over here, I'm going to have the team on this screen right now, but I can't see that, so you know, gotta do this for myself. Mewnich gets 2 killed by Specs Freeze Dry. Shaman doesn't appreciate anything. Rotom Heat, Water Pulse, and if he's offensive, I think he gets 2 killed by Ice Beam off the rocks, which is insane. Donphan doesn't appreciate AV. Gudra gets 2 killed, as you saw on the calc on the screen, on the bottom screen for a second. God of War can actually take 2 Specs Ice Beams if he's fully specially defensive, which I'm not expecting because fully sped God of War doesn't really do much unless he's really scared of Vanillux, which is why I have Flash Cannon just for God of War. Because God of War could actually be a little bit annoying to my team, so that's nice. And Manavas doesn't appreciate Ice Beam. Scyther dies, and Bishop, as I said, gets 2 killed by Specs Ice Beam, which is insane. So, Vanillux is my main wall breaking deal to break things down for the combination of my main win cons. And yeah, Vanillux is my wall breaker this week, which is a beautiful thing to say. The thing can also lift any hit from Scyther and then kill it, which is great because having an additional attack to Scyther is good. As you can also see, I'm not bringing Hazard Removal this week, which is just less than ideal, but I couldn't fit it on. Over Manaphy and Dragon, I had Seismitoad and Spadef Crowbat at some point. I had physically defensive Seismitoad for Bishop, which didn't work quite as well as I would want it to. Especially since it gets Grass Knot. Grass Knot's 2 kill if he's Life Orb, even if he has Adamant, which is insane. I think it was that a calc I did? I'm pretty sure it was. And Crowbat was nice, but I needed rocks, so I get rid of it for Dragon, basically. So, yeah, that's that. That's Vanillux. It does things, it does stuff. So, next up we have Eden the Thunderous Therian. Also, its debut for the Bayern Mewnich, which is great. Rocking the XP Bell with Volt Absorb as the ability Nasty, but Thunderbolt, HP Ice, and U-Turn. Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Timid with 4 in defense. Actually, I should put that 4 in HP because right now I have even HP. Good job. Good thing I didn't gen this team yet, or didn't get this team gen yet. Yeah, I don't know why I had 4 and it doesn't even make a difference because I have 30. That's probably the old thing when I had a different set. Anyway, Tiny T. Max speed because he has a Shaman and I had speed type by 1 point if I have max speed. If I'm not, then I don't. The speed type, I don't want any of that. He's probably going to have max speed because of my Manaphy, so yeah. Another thing on his team is he only all of his electric resistances are weak to ice, barring Rotom Heat, which again gets pressured by the combination of these two a lot, which is going to be great. Which means one of these is eventually going to kill it. And yeah, I'm rocking U-Turn just because that will give me initiative against Gudra. If we could have 1 U-Turn on Gudra, I can Nasty Spot next time and then 2 kill with HP Ice, which is very, very nice. Basically, U-Turn is there for momentum because he also has Donphan. I want to break that thing sturdy and get my momentum going into either Vanillux or Manaphy. Thundy T and Vanillux actually destroys his team very, very hard, basically, and that's great. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory set. I like the U-Turn set on this a lot. Since it gives me the momentum, it weakens Gudra further and further to the point where Vanillux can OHKO it, or Thundy T can actually 2 kill with HP Ice from a certain range. And that's just great. It also gives me switches to Megalopin, of course, which Gudra does not appreciate. So, next up, we have Duct Tape, the Porygon 2 with the Evolad and Analytic as the ability Ice Beam, Toxic, Recover, and HP Fighting. Same spread as last week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this should be the standard spread because it just works very, very well in this case. I did calc with this spread and it just works, so why change it? You know, never change a winning team, basically. I changed my team, but you get the point, okay? Excuse me. So, this thing, P2, it does work because I needed a sponge for this team. Basically, I need something that can just switch into things and take the hits if I need to. Yeah, that's all P2 is there for. Switch into things like Gudra, switch into things like Rotom Heat, switch into, what else do I want? It's Shaman, because Shaman is very, very scary. Switch into God once, scout what it said. Switch into Scyther, into Bishop even if I have to, really. So, yeah, that's basically it. Ice Beam is there because it hits Shaman hard. It hits Dawnfen hard. It hits, as again, he has this big ice weakness on his team. And things that aren't weak to ice I can beat with HP fighting against the Rotom, and against Bishop, I mean, or Toxic against Melodic. So that's real fucking nice. I think his only cleric is, his only cleric is God of War. So, I guess, yeah. The Shaman, Shaman gets aromatherapy, I'm pretty sure. I should know this, I had this thing last season. But his only real, it does get aromatherapy, but his only real cleric is God of War, because Shaman's not gonna run that, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I don't think he's gonna have any clerics on his team this week, because I'm not expecting God of War to be a defensive set, because it actually does good work to my team offensively. And yeah, P2, it does things. HP fighting is obviously to catch Bishop on a switch in and just bop it and its entire existence, and it's gonna be great. Toxic is a bit risky with against Melodic, because obviously gonna increase his defense if he has Marvel Scale, but yeah, it's gonna have to deal with it really. Because my main ways of killing it are special anyway. So, next up we have Tiny Blue the Manaphy with the leftovers Hydration as the ability, U-turn, Scald, Ice Beam, and Tailglow with a very, very interesting set. This is basically my answer to Bishop. I needed something, and I wanted to bring Manaphy this week. I wasn't bringing it at first, I didn't have it, as I said, I had Seismic Toad and other guy, Crobat, on this team. But I ended up going with Manaphy. Gives me an additional win count, gives me a pivot. It's not as great, not as important this week, I mean, even though it can win me the game for sure, especially if I get rid of Melodic with Thundy T and Vanillux. I'm not sure how well he knows Vanillux actually, or how much he's going to look into it. He might just see it as a meme pick, which would be great, because then he might not know that it gets freeze dry and I can fuck him up. But I'm going to assume that he does, because, you know, yeah, it's a logical thing to do. So, this spread allows me to live an Adamant, Life Orb, +2 Sucker Punch from Bishop after Stealth Rocks, which is important, because if low punting it's weak, it doesn't actually take that, which is stupid. So, Bishop doesn't actually get any setup opportunities against my team, which is pretty nice, barring, you know, Vanillux if I'm locked into a move and he switches into me and stuff like. If I kill something with Vanillux, excuse me, Bishop can then come in and threaten me, but other than that, he doesn't really get setup opportunities, which is nice. Excuse me. So, yeah, max HP 120 for defense, Bolt Nature. I should probably. Now I'm gonna keep those attack IVs to do a little bit more damage with U-turn. Did I get rid of the ones on? I didn't. Great. Good job. Once again, U-turn, same thing as with Thundy. I get chip damage off his team, I get initiative, which is very, very huge. I can scout what his switch in is, because he has a couple things that could deal with Manaphy, like Gudra, and Shaman, and Melodic. Those three can definitely kind of deal with Manaphy, depending on my set, depending on his set. So I can scout with that. As I said, his things that answer Manaphy are heavily pressured by my team, so, for example, Scarf Form Heat as well. So yeah, I hope I can pressure those things, U-turn out a little bit with Manaphy and Thunderous, and then just chip his team down to the point where one of my 3 sweepers can do the work. And yeah, I'm running Ice Beam over like Energy Ball, because I feel like I can beat Melodic easier than I can Gudra and Shaman. Yeah, that's basically it. I also feel like Shaman is more likely switch in than Melodic, but you know, could be wrong. I just like having Ice Beam in the thing. As I said, he has a pretty big ice weakness, and I want to explore that to the fullest. Tailglow over Ice Beam, because I want to do damage basically. This speed also allows me to outspeed Adamant Bishop, of course. Adamant or Jolly? I think it's Jolly. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's Jolly. It's Jolly Bishop. Maybe. Is it? God, I don't remember. I'm bad. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure this is for Jolly Bishop. I'll double check that before the game. And next up, of course, we have Mind the Megalopan, the MVP of week 4. And I'm pretty sure. No, it's not actually the current MVP leader, because Shroom, the little fuckboy, got 5 kills with his stupid ass blazing chicken. I hate it. But Lopunny is second in the MVP race. So, we're rocking, of course, Lopunite's crappy, the same old thing. But I got Power Punch, Return, and Encore. We're rocking Encore this week. I'm not changing it. I swear. Max attack Adam at 140 speed and 65 in HP. That speed allows me to outspeed Scyther, a Jolly Scyther, so that's cool. And with this HP investment, I'm actually pretty bulky and I can take hits reasonably well. +2 Adamant Life Orb, Sucker Punch for Bishop could otherwise be fairly scary and hurt quite a bit. And Bishop is the reason I have Power Punch. It's the only thing I would need Fighting Step for necessarily, and I can Oko that with Power Punch, which is great. I have to look out for clicking Fake Out on Bishop, in case I'm expecting him to be like Sash or something. If I don't see an item, he doesn't do as much damage as like a Bandit variant. I could expect him to be Sash, but I cannot click Fake Out, because that thing gets under focus. And if he wants to be cheeky, which I don't think he will be, just because my 2 hazard removal options are both defog, so the fight makes sense, right? Don't think he's gonna bring under focus, but he could, and it would be very, very cheeky of him. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm probably just gonna click Fake Out if I think he's Sash. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, Power Punch allows me to get an Oko on the old Bishop, which is great. And Encore this week is actually pretty nice. As I said, he has a fairly slow team. He has a lot of things with reliable recovery, and what else? Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin, all those things. Donphan is that, and Defog on Mana Bus. Knockoff on Mana Bus. All the things I can lock those things into and then get off a free Power Punch, which is all I want, because then I can destroy his team if it's weakened enough. Even if his team isn't weakened, Mega Opening does a lot of work. He doesn't have the best switch-ins. He has Mana Bus, which is a pretty safe one. And then that's kind of it if I get up rocks. Nothing that's really... if I get up rocks, even Mana Bus doesn't want to take it hits. Because Adam High Jump Kick 2 kills it off the rocks, which is why I wanted to run it. Ended up going with Encore. After talking a little bit to Kyle, he was one of my, I guess, 2 co-coaches with Ethan. Ethan, my main co-coach. Kyle is also kind of there. So yeah, I like Encore this week again. I had Agility in that spot actually for some point. I also had something else. I forgot what it was. And another move. Baton Pass, I think. Yeah, Baton Pass was it, because Initiative is cool. But I ended up going with Encore, and we'll see how it works. Encore Mega Opening is pretty damn cool. And last but not least, we have another debut. This is the third debut for the first time on team, and the 4th debut for the season, because Manaphy wasn't actually brought week 1, and now it's there. Finally, our captain making his debut for the season. So Jade, D-Dragon, special defensive with leftovers. Rough Skin has the ability. I wanted leftovers over the old Rocky Helmet, just because I need the recovery for things like Rotom Heat, for things like Shaman. So yeah, this is basically switching to Rotom Heat and Shaman, and yeah, that's cool. I didn't mean to click that, but I did. It also helps with Scyther Bishop, because you can get the rough skin off, and that's great. Stealth Rocks, Dragon Tail, Taunt, and Gunk Shot. A max HP 228 special defense with a careful nature and 28 in speed. That speed allows me to outspeed Donphan, I think by 2 points, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Donphan hits 70 and I am 72, so outspeed I think even if he's cheeky and has some speed investment, because that allows me to taunt and prevent him from getting up rocks, which is going to be crucial, because I don't have hazard removal. Rocks hurt my 2 main ways of killing Melodic. Things could get nasty, basically. So yeah, that's that. Gunk Shot, of course, to bop the God of War on the Switch, and I have Gunk Shot over Ironhead, because it also hits Shaman very hard. It actually guarantees an Oko on God of War, and he's fully Fizz Def, I'm pretty sure. So that's nice, while Ironhead wouldn't do that. This head obviously gets walled by Bishop, but for 1 he's not going to stay in, and for 2 I have Dragon Tail to get him out of there. So that's cool. You know, he's not going to stay on Dragon, because Dragon is spooky and can be a pretty good check to Bishop. So yeah, that's the team. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. I'm bringing Vanilla, because I can't only be happy, right? And yeah, I think I can win this game, because as I said, I have a very, very strong matchup. I have multiple things. Well, basically 2 things that destroy his team, and then other 2 things that can destroy his team if I weaken certain things sufficiently. So, with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the team. You think I should change a couple things, maybe? I could understand that, because I had a lot of options this week. Ended up going with this team, and I think it's probably the best I can do. And yeah, so thank you for watching. As I said, let me know what you think of the team. Make sure to check out Keyno, make sure to check out RTK, and make sure to check out the PPL channel. We're really, really close to 300 subscribers. And I want us to hit that, because our channel is great. Power rankings are happening. I think they're going up today, the day I'm recording this. Maybe the day after, I'm not sure. Thursday or Friday. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I will appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.